Hey guys, Teacher Jordan here. Thank you for coming and joining us with my Bible lessons. Today is Monday, March 11th. First, before we study, we have to read our memory verse. And don't forget, we have to cross out the day that we practice. So we've already practiced Sunday, and now today is Monday. So let's say it together. All the tithe of the land is the Lord's. It is holy to the Lord. Leviticus 27:30. All right, let's begin. Monday. When God asked Abram to leave his home, he gave him a special promise. God said that Abram's family would become a large nation of people. But Abram and Sarah, they didn't have any children. So they didn't know how this was going to happen. But they chose to follow God and trust him anyway. And that's faith. Trusting that God always knows what's best and quickly obeying him. Abram's friends and family thought he was crazy for leaving his country. After all, God hadn't even told him where he would go. Do you think that he obeyed God? Let's read Hebrews 11:8 and see what happened. It was by faith that Abram obeyed when God called him to leave home and go to another land that God would give him as his inheritance. He went without knowing where he was going. So he obeyed God and trusted him that God will show him the way and provide for him. Abram loved God, and he showed that love by obeying quickly. Right away, Abram and Sarai started to pack their things to leave with Abram's father Terah and his nephew Lot. Both Abram and Lot were very rich. They had many servants and lots of animals. They had camels and sheep. They had goats and donkeys. And they all moved away from their beautiful homes and their idol-worshiping friends in Ur and went to a place called Haran. While Abram and Sarah lived in Haran, they told people about the true God. Idol worshippers lived there too, and many of them were glad to learn about how loving and kind and fair our God is. They chose to obey him and to stop worshiping idols. And when Abram left Haran after his father died, many of those people went with him. Were Abram and Sarai being good missionaries? Thank you for listening to our study. We have to do two things before we close out. We have to read our memory verse. We have to cross out the day that we read our memory verse, and we have to pray. So let's say it together. Leviticus 27:30. All the tithe of the land is the Lord's. It is holy to the Lord. Leviticus 27:30. Thank you guys for coming and studying with me. As we close out in prayer, I want you to think about how you were unselfish today. All right, let's bow our heads and close our eyes. Dear God, thank you for the story of Abram. I want to obey quickly like he did, even if it is hard. I want to be a missionary wherever I am and tell other people all about you. I want to be unselfish and kind like Abram. Thank you for helping me, Jesus. In your beautiful name, amen. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a blessed night, and I will see you tomorrow.